Namaste. Hi friends. Welcome back to the online maths class. And today in this presentation you are going to see some interesting facts about arithmetic progression. After that we will discuss exercise 5.1. Have a look at this tapioca plant. Here the distance between each consecutive leaf node remains the same. So if we list out the distances from bottom of the plant to the leaf node of each successive leaf, the sequence of numbers so obtained forms an AP. Now observe this bamboo plant. Here the distance between the consecutive internodes of a bamboo is equal. So if we find the distance from the foot to each successive internodes of a bamboo, the list of numbers hence obtained forms an AP. And here's a ladder made up of bamboo. A ladder has been made in such a way that the distance between its consecutive rungs always remains the same. So, if we find the distance or the length from bottom to each successive rungs of the ladder, the sequence of the numbers obtained forms an AP. Now we are going to see some constructions which involves AP. While constructing stairs, the rise or height of each steps remains the same. So, if we find the perpendicular distance from bottom to the tread or top of each successive steps, the list of numbers hence obtained forms an arithmetic progression, that means an AP. Now look at this tiled roof of the house. Here the number of tiles in each row decreases uniformly from bottom to the top. If we write the number of tiles as a sequence, the list of numbers hence obtained forms an AP. This is the top view of a building, and in this roof, if we consider the design as concentric circles, the radii of successive circles increases uniformly and hence it forms an AP. And one more thing is, the circumference is also in arithmetic progression. Here, the cornice, that is the ornamental projections in the tower of a church or in a building, is constructed in such a way that the height of the cornice on either side of the building always remains the same. So, if we list out the height from bottom of the building to the top of each cornice, it forms an arithmetic progression, that means an AP. And the most interesting and amazing fact is, while walking, the footprints of a person goes in AP, because in order to keep the balance of our body, knowingly or unknowingly, we maintain the same gap between each and every step. This is not the end. If you observe in nature and around us, you may realize that many things follows arithmetic progression. So, let me start today's class. So, in the last class we have discussed the basic concept about arithmetic progression, like the definition of arithmetic progression, common difference, finite and infinite AP, general form of an AP, and so on. So, let me revise the concept. First of all, arithmetic progression. So what is arithmetic progression? An arithmetic progression is the list of numbers obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. An arithmetic progression is the list of numbers obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. And that fixed number is called what? Common difference of the arithmetic progression, and we denote it by small letter d, and we have the formula d is equal to what? A2 minus A1. And what is the general form of an AP? It's nothing but A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, and so on. Okay, and the next one is finite AP and infinite AP. What is called finite AP? An AP which consists of countable number of elements. Finite number of elements is called finite AP. Otherwise, it is called what? Infinite AP. Okay. And you have seen some examples of arithmetic progression in our nature and day-to-day life. I think you are interested in this topic. So let's move on to the fourth question in exercise 5.1. Here the question is, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. I repeat, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Here the first sub question is 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. So in this question, we have to check whether the list of numbers form an AP. And then if it is an AP, then we have to write the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Understood? So to check if it is an AP or not, we have to find the difference between the successive terms. That means the first term we take it as A1, second term we denote it by A2, third term by A3, fourth term A4, and so on. Now we can find the difference between the consecutive terms, that is A2 minus A1, which is equal to, here A2 is 4 and A1 is 2. So 4 minus 2, that will be equal to 2. And then A3 minus A2. A3 minus A2, that means the third term minus second term. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 here is 4. And clearly these two numbers are not equal. That means the difference is not same. So you can conclude that is A2 minus A1 not equal to A3 minus A2. So the list of numbers doesn't form an AP. And since it is not an AP, no need to write the difference and 3 more terms. Okay. Now move to the second question. It is 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on. So here the first term is 2, second term is 5 by 2, third term 3, fourth term 7 by 2. Now we can find the difference A2 minus A1. Clearly it is 5 by 2 minus 2. And we can cross multiply this expression. 5 minus this 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4. Divided by, in the denominator the number is 2. That is 5 minus 4 divided by 2. It becomes 1 by 2. Clear? Then A3 minus A2. A3, the third term, 3. Minus A2, second term, 5 by 2. Here also we can cross multiply this 2 to the number 3. 3 into 2, 6 minus 5 divided by denominator 2. So 6 minus 5 is 1. Again we get 1 by 2. And we can conclude that these two numbers are same. That is A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2. So the list of numbers form an AP. Okay, here the difference is common, so we can conclude that the list of numbers here given is an AP. Once again listen to the question. If they form an AP. If they form an AP, that means the given list of numbers form an AP, then we have to find the common difference D. Here already we find it out, that we can write common difference is denoted by the letter D, which is equal to 1 by 2. And another thing is, write 3 more terms. Here up to 4th term we are given 7 by 2. So the next term is 5th term, A5, and A5 is got by adding the common difference to the 4th term. That is 4th term plus D, A4 plus D, that is equal to A4, the 4th term is 7 by 2, and 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Here the denominator is same, so keeping the denominator same and adding the numerator 7 plus 1, which is equal to 8. So it will be equal to 4. 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is 4. Now the next term, that is A6, which is equal to A5 plus D. A5, 5th term, we got it as 4. 4 plus 1 by 2. Here we can cross multiply. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 1 divided by 2, and it is equal to 9 by 2. Again there remains one more term, that is A7, which is equal to A6, 6th term plus common difference. 6th term here is 9 by 2, and the common difference is 1 by 2. Here also denominators are same, so we can add the numerators keeping the denominators same. That is 9 plus 1, 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. Okay. So I repeat, question is 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, etc. A2 minus A1, second term minus first term. Here 5 by 2 minus 2, we cross multiply. 5 minus 4 divided by 2, 5 minus 4 is 1, that is 1 by 2. A3 minus A2, third term 3 minus second term 5 by 2. 3 2s are 6, 6 minus 5 by 2, that's also 1 by 2. The difference are same. That means the difference is common. So we can write A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, which implies the list of numbers form an AP. Now we have to write the common difference and the 3 more terms. The common difference is D is equal to this one 1 by 2, and A5 5th term is given by A4 plus D, that is 4th term here is 7 by 2, so 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 8 by 2, which is 4. And A6, 6th term, 5th term plus common difference, that is 4 plus 1 by 2, 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 1 by 2, that is 9 by 2. Again one more term, 7th term, that is A6 plus D, which is equal to 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. Is that clear? Now we move on to the third sub question, and it is minus 1.2, minus 3.2, minus 5.2, minus 7.2, and so on. Here also the same procedure. A2 minus A1, second term minus first term. Second term here is minus 3.2, this one. Then minus A1. A1 here is minus 1.2, so we can put a bracket minus 1.2. That is minus 3.2. This minus of minus plus 1.2. Here the first term is negative and the second term is positive. So we can subtract and find out the answer. 3.2 minus 1.2, that is 2.0, that means 2, and sign of large number, that is minus 2. So here A2 minus A1 is minus 2. Now A3 minus A2 is equal to, third term is minus 5.2, then minus, put a bracket, second term is minus 3.2. So minus 5.2, minus into minus plus 3.2. That means we want to subtract 3.2 from 5.2, which is also equal to 2, and sign of large number is minus, that is minus 2. Here also A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, that is A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, and we come to the conclusion that the list of numbers form an AP. Therefore, the list of numbers form an AP. And here also we have to write the common difference and three more terms. Here the common difference D is equal to what? This one, minus 2. So D is equal to minus 2. And the next term means the fifth term, A5 is equal to A4 plus D. The fourth term here is minus 7.2. So minus 7.2 plus the common difference, that is minus 2. Both are of same sign, so we can add minus 9.2. Okay. Now the sixth term is A6 is equal to A5 plus D. Fifth term here minus 9.2 plus D, common difference minus 2. Minus 9 plus 2 is 11, so minus 11.2. And finally the seventh term A7 is equal to A6 plus D, which will be equal to sixth term minus 11.2 plus common difference minus 2, that is minus 13.2. Understood? Okay. So we move to the fourth question. It's minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2, etc. Here A2 minus A1 is equal to A2 is minus 6, then minus 10, which is equal to minus 6 minus into minus plus 10, equal to 10 minus 6 is what? 4. Then A3 minus A2, which is equal to A3 minus 2 and minus A2 minus 6, that is minus 2 minus of minus plus 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. Here also the difference is same, that is A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, and hence we can write the list of numbers form an AP. The list of numbers form an AP. Okay. And the common difference D is equal to this number 4. D is equal to 4. Now the fifth term A5 is equal to A4 plus D. A4 is, the fourth term is 2. 2 plus common difference is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. A6 is equal to A5 plus D. Fifth term is 6 and the common difference is 4, that is 10. And the seventh term A7 is equal to sixth term plus D, that is 10 plus 4, that will be equal to 14. Is that clear? The next question is 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, etc. So A2 minus A1 here is 3 plus root 2 minus 3. Here plus 3 and minus 3 get cancelled and we get root 2. Then A3 minus A2, third term, 3 plus 2 root 2 minus of 3 plus root 2. First we can remove the bracket, minus 3 minus into plus minus root 2. Here also plus 3 and minus 3 get cancelled. 2 root 2 minus root 2. 2 root 2 minus root 2 means 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. That is root 2. Here also the difference same. Root 2. The second case also root 2. That is A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, and we can conclude the list of numbers form an AP. Okay. And here the common difference D is at is root 2. D is equal to root 2, and the next 3 terms are respectively A5, fifth term is equal to A4 plus D. Fourth term here is 3 plus 3 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2. That is 3 plus 4 root 2. 3 root 2 plus 1 root 2. That is 4 root 2. And A6, the sixth term is A5 plus D. That's equal to 3 plus 4 root 2 plus root 2. And that will be equal to 3 plus 5 root 2. And finally, the seventh term is A6 plus D. That is 3 plus 5 root 2 plus root 2. And it becomes 3 plus 6 root 2. Once again, the question is 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, and so on. We want to check whether it is an AP or not. For that we find A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2. First A2 minus A1 here is 3 plus root 2 minus 3. 3 and minus 3 cancel, we get root 2. Then A3 minus A2. Here A3 is 3 plus 2 root 2. Then minus A2. A2 here is 3 plus root 2. And we remove the bracket by multiplying. That is minus 3 minus into plus root 2 minus root 2. Here also plus 3 and minus 3 cancel. 2 root 2 minus root 2 is root 2. And clearly these two numbers are equal. That means the difference is common. A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2. So the list of numbers form an arithmetic progression. And the common difference D is equal to root 2. Now the fifth term A5 is A4 plus D. That is 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2, which will be equal to 3 plus 4 root 2. Sixth term is A5 plus D. That is 3 plus 4 root 2 plus root 2. That is 3 plus 4 plus 1 5 root 2. And the seventh term is A6 plus D. Sixth term is 3 plus 5 root 2 and D is root 2. 3 plus 6 root 2. Is that clear? Till now we have practiced 5 sub-questions. There are 10 more sub-questions of the same model. That's question number 6 to question number 15. That's left for you. Do it yourself. If you have any difficulties, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay. Thank you.